there has been this ongoing trending thing on Twitter for a little while now, about the last week or two, in regards to comics broke me. And all these so-called, well, not just so-called, all these people who work in the comic industry are coming out talking about all their horror stories about how hard it is working at comics and how they're not getting paid and all the stress and all the this and the that and all the this and the other and the fourth. And I mean, while I don't find joy in people suffering or anything like that, the question has to be asked: are you really expecting me to feel sorry for these idiots? No, you knew what you were getting into. You're adults. Nobody put a gun to your head and forced you to do this. And the thing that really getting me is, really getting me is, you had an opportunity to make a change to do this. You understand me? To say enough is enough, let's do this. No. But when you have me and other people who have been talking so long about how the comic book industry is in such a state, and it is so garbage at this point, any way to put it. These were the same people who were defending it and saying, no, everything is great, comics have never been better, everything is fantastic, don't listen to them, they're not talking crap. Now you're out here talking about comics broke me. I want to go through a couple of these tweets that they have put out here and what's going on, and I'll try my best to try and remain as partial as possible, but these people are just ridiculous at this point. Start off with this article here from CBR. Comics broke me, trends on Twitter as professionals share industry frustrations. The comics broke me movement sweeps social media as industry insiders open up about the frequently parasitic nature of the industry. And it's been going on for quite a while. All could have made a stand to change it, but no, you wanted to inject everybody in there who thinks just like you. You understand me? Not actual people with any backbone willing to stand up and do something, and you're all getting torn down, and now you're coming out to whine about it. Go through some of these, eh? Let's go through some of these and talk about it, and you will see this. Right, let's start off with this one here. Right, David Lasky. 10 years ago, my graphic novel won the Eisner Award. Why have I not created a follow-up book? Well, after finishing our book, my co-author and I were broke. I went back to work for a bakery. My author was homeless for a while. Our graphic novel didn't make us royalties. Now, as heartbreaking it is as this may be, the bottom line of it is comics are a business. You all don't have business mindset. You all don't have people who could actually advise you what to do. You go out, you work for these so-called big companies because the name is what sells for them. They take your work, they make money, you get nothing, and you're coming out here to talk about how after your book won the Eisner Award, you went back to work in a bakery because you were broke and your co-author was homeless. You did this. You should have known what you were getting into. You should have put things in place to get it done. Even if you made a mistake first off, you should have learned from it, built yourself back up, and done something differently. But no, you got exploited and you're coming here expecting people to feel sorry for you. Come on now, man. Another one. How broke? As an editor at DC, I had to fire a legendary artist because he wasn't delivering. His cancer had returned, but he was afraid to tell me he was ill for fear of being fired. To be clear, I would have gotten him help to finish the book if I'd known. Now, this is not an uncommon thing. I mean, the man have cancer and all that thing. I hope he got some help and everything like that. Okay. But there are too many people in the industry, and I've talked about this, in the industry, who are afraid to say anything because they might be fired. You can't, you have people getting fired if they're a Republican. You have people getting fired if they don't subscribe to this. You have people getting fired there are only two genders. You're getting fired for that. You have this man here who couldn't finish his work because he had cancer and he was too afraid to tell you. And this is what's going on. You don't think there's something wrong with industry all this time? We've been talking about it. No, you're coming here and saying, well, had I known, I would have helped him and all this other thing. Because the industry is crap. You are part of it. one. Just gotta put this on the main. While DC had me lying to some creators to get them working for less than their average pay rate, I signed vouchers to high-profile writers for $10,000 per issue. You read that number right? Yeah, because DC and Marvel don't really too much care anymore about their comics. They are being propped up by other industries. DC is propped up by Warner Discovery. Marvel is propped up by Disney. They don't give two crap. You see it in what they're doing. So they literally deliberately go out of their way to underpay their staff. You understand me? And you're coming out and saying, okay, I was lying to people about that while I was paying other people $10,000 per issue. What the hell were they doing in these issues? Nobody knows, but you were just paying them this money. Oh, great, Heather Antos. And this doesn't just go for hired talent. As an assistant editor, I would sign vouchers for talent who made more for a single issue than Marvel would pay me a year. Okay, let's not forget Heather Antos got fired from Marvel. She gone over to, I think it's IEW and messed it up over there. So thank you very much for coming out and admitting to everybody that you getting paid less than $10,000. You understand me? Per issue. So in like a year, that, and you living in New York City, that had to be you making probably less than $40,000 a year. That's how much you're worth, and they're paying you that. And they're enjoying this thing, and it's not only here, but you see, one person came out and made this tweet, and they're already looking to this, already looking to block this. They want to say, well, you might want to block this one, right? Tyler C. will draw and talk. This is what this person to say. Honestly, this comics broke me thread tells me that most creatives are terrible at business, making financial decisions, and self-education. Exactly. He goes on to say, reading these posts are sad, but don't act like there was a gun to your head to say yes to a $25 page rate. It's 2023. Do your own thing. Nobody put a gun to your head to make you do these things. Nobody. You all went in there. Like I say, you knew what you were getting into. You're adults. You're not children. You knew what you were getting into. Comics are a business. Comics have two main points to them: entertainment and business. Comics are the best visual medium in the world. You're literally only limited by your imagination. That is it. But it's also about making money. If you all would get up and say, listen, we are not going to take $25 page rate. You understand? Because these companies could pay more, but they refused to do it. You went in there, you accepted it. You took on all this hardship, all this kick out, all this downright beating from them. And now you're coming out here to whine about it because somebody come out here and telling you that, many of these creators are terrible at business, making financial decisions, and self-education, which is the truth. You don't want to hear it. This is what they keep doing. You don't want to hear these things at all. So let's just look over here at Screen Rant. This tweet may get me fired. Hashtag comics broke me exposes nightmares of working in comics. Yeah, because once again, let's go through some of these as well. Okay, this one here. It has taken me over 3 years to work on my graphic novel because I had a 7K advance for over 120 pages of full color art and lettering. And that meant I had to pick up not only a demanding day job that started at $45K in effing New York City, but also freelance. I had to prioritize money. This is what they're paying you. This is what they're paying you. Because again, like I said, you went into this knowing exactly what you were doing. Next one goes on here. I drew Lumberjanes 9/11 for $80 a page. One of the most miserable experiences of my entire life. I took up cigarettes. I kicked a hole in a cabinet door. I woke up stressed out and went to bed stressed out. I hated what I made. I was embarrassed. Nobody forced you to do this. You went through all this for like flicking Lumberjanes. I mean, look at you talking about how you most miserable experiences of your life. You could have left. Nobody was holding a gun to your head. You took up cigarettes, you kicked a hole in a cabinet door, you woke up stressed, you went to bed stressed. You did this to yourself. You could have walked away. You could have said, listen, I am worth more than this. I am not going to be treated like garbage. I know how much I am worth. I know how much I am worth. I am going to go where my talent is appreciated, or I could start to do my own thing myself and put it out there. No, you went in on this with your eyes open. You knew exactly what you were doing. Don't pretend like you didn't know. And this is what you got. Yeah. Let's see what else it have. Oh, and this again. More of this. I wanted to find one I saw earlier. Let me just get to it. Okay, this one. Listen to this nonsense. Comics broke me. Because I worked an entire year on my first published graphic novel entirely for free. The publisher didn't give any advance payment and promised a higher share when printing costs would be covered by the sales. They never were. There was hardly any help. You worked an entire year on your graphic novel for free for this publisher. Why would they pay you then? Why? Now, don't get me wrong. If you're freelancing to do something and you do something like that, you may turn in a couple pages or something for free so the person could see, okay, this person has some talent, we could work with them. All right. But you don't do an entire graphic novel for free. And then you turn around now and they want you to do more work for free. You've already told them, listen, I am willing to work for free. So you could use me however the hell you want. That's what you've done. You have told them exactly what they need to know to continue to exploit you. That's it. You are not children. You are grown-ass people. You are grown people who knew exactly what you were doing when you got into this. And you cannot come now and want to say that, okay, well, you know what? Because things didn't work out the way that we like, even though there are people who have been saying for the longest while the comic book industry is a mess. You know, paying people, these so-called big publishers, take all your money, pay you nothing. You understand me? They pay you literally next to nothing, pennies on the dollar for your work. While the industry burnt, and this is what I'm telling you, I am not feeling sorry for these people. I am not feeling sorry for them. I do not like people to suffer. I'm not saying that, but I'm not feeling sorry for them. Because when it is me and others were out here talking about how bad this industry was getting, how terrible comics are, these were the same people out there shilling for them and saying, no, everything is fine. Don't listen to them. Comics have never been better. Now you're out here crying and whining and say that, oh, I can't get no work, and they're paying me nothing. I know I was so stressed out. I took up cigarettes and I kicked a hole in the cabinet. But you knew what the hell you were doing. You got into this with your eyes open. You could have walked away. You could have walked away. You could have gone through something better. But no, you all kept signing up one after the other. You understand me? One after the other, you were signing up. One after the other, you were signing up to get $25 a page or less. If you stopped doing it, you wouldn't have this problem. Come on now, comics didn't break you. You broke yourself by being so damn stupid. Do not expect people to feel sorry for you at this point. You're an adult, you can change this. You know your thoughts on this in the comments. You have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. You like the video, should I hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, ring the notification bell, you're notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.